What is Gnosticism? The hidden roots of early Christianity, Gnosticism. A word you've probably heard, but few really understand. Was it a cult? A heresy? Or was it actually one of the earliest and most profound forms of Christianity? In this video, we're diving deep into the scholarly foundations of Gnosticism, its origins, core beliefs, key texts, and its controversial place in Christian history. Gnosticism isn't a single religion. It's a collection of ancient spiritual movements that flourished between the 1st and 4th centuries CE. These groups shared a belief that salvation didn't come from faith or obedience, but from knowledge. Specifically, gnosis, direct inner knowledge of the divine. What made them dangerous wasn't what they rejected, but what they remembered. Many scholars believe Gnosticism emerged in the Eastern Mediterranean, blending Hellenistic philosophy, Jewish mysticism, and early Christian ideas. The key moment in our modern understanding came in 1945, when a collection of ancient texts known as the Nag Hammadi Library was discovered in Egypt. These manuscripts, hidden for 1,600 years, included works like the Gospel of Thomas, the Apocryphon of John, and the Gospel of Philip, many of which claim to record secret teachings of Jesus. These weren't fringe ideas. Some historians argue Gnosticism was once as widespread as what we now consider mainstream Christianity. Gnostics believed the material world was not created by the true God, but by a flawed, lesser being called the Demiurge. This being was responsible for the physical universe, a place of suffering, illusion, and spiritual forgetfulness. The true God, in contrast, was completely transcendent pure light, beyond matter, beyond form. Hidden. According to Gnostics, human beings contain a divine spark trapped in a material body. The purpose of life was to awaken to this divine origin and escape the deception of the material world. In Gnostic texts, Jesus is not a sacrificial savior, but a spiritual revealer. He comes not to die for sins, but to awaken humanity, to remind them of their divine identity. The Gospel of Thomas is a prime example. It contains 114 sayings attributed to Jesus, many of which focus on introspection, awakening, and knowledge, rather than sin and salvation. Gnostics also rejected rigid church hierarchy. They believed spiritual knowledge was personal, accessible, without priests or institutions. As the institutional church gained power, it moved to suppress these teachings. By the 4th century, Gnostic writings were labeled heretical and systematically destroyed, but they weren't lost. Thanks to discoveries like Nag Hammadi, we now know these beliefs once thrived. Today, scholars view Gnosticism not as a cult, but as a competing interpretation of Christianity that could have shaped the religion very differently. So what is Gnosticism? It's not just a strange footnote in Christian history. It's a forgotten path, one that taught that the divine lives within you. That knowledge is the key to liberation, and that truth may lie hidden beneath everything we've been told. For in-depth looks at religion, mysticism, and spirituality, please like this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.